Puja to all of you guys. May this festival brings a lot of happiness to your family and to you as well. But right now we are moving towards Hornbill Esports Championship Season 2, and today is the last day of quarterfinals. Today with me, there is a very great caster, Bolty. So first of all, Bolty, I would like to ask, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for the opportunity. I would like to thank Hornbill as well for giving the opportunity to cast here, even though I'm fairly new caster. And yes,
Oh,
thank you, Captain Sparrow, for the nice introduction. But it seems like we're going straight to the game.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the first match, and the match will be of the map is of Erangel, and basically, according to me, Bolty, the map
Hmm.
is it's a basic map, but I think this is the toughest map because if in a classroom, every student is very intelligent, then that competition level in that particular classroom is very big. So this is the classroom, this is the map where all the players, all the students are brilliant. They know how to play,
Yeah.
they know how to move, they know what's the rotation, what should be their rotation, and which are the compounds they should hold and they should go for. So definitely this is the toughest map in the particular game in BGMI. Right now, if we talk about the fly path is basically moving from the central areas of the map, and it's dividing the whole map in 50-50 ratio. Right now the circle is moving, okay, the circle is also towards the
Ooh.
northern side, so now all the teams have to move towards the northern areas. We can see a lot of teams towards Primorsk, Quarry, Ferry Pier, Sosnovoka military base as well, and some teams are moving towards Farm and Milta as well. I hope this match is gonna be very interesting because this is the first match, and according to me, in the first match, you should go for a passive play. You should
Yeah.
understand the other teams. You should understand the strategies of other teams, that how they are gonna play. But right now, all the teams are moving for the Balti, and this is the first match of day 4. And after this day, we are going to directly head towards the semi-finale.
Indeed, indeed. And this is Group D pool, as you can see. A lot of
Hmm.
teams, exactly. We even got like Venom Esports already onto the scene where you can see that they are moving towards the side of the Fairy Pair side, which I think is not that of a safe drop yet, but in case there's no, clashes between different teams, they will be all right in terms of
Oh,
looting. But here we are. I think the zone, as you've already mentioned, goes towards the northern side there. So
yeah.
like you already mentioned, this map, full of toppers, full of intellectuals, and
Yeah.
as we say, we already have school also in the map. So, but nobody, I don't think
Yeah.
nobody's dropping in school to have that, intellectual clash. But other than that, I think the best team right now, like you said, they're gonna play it passive, and hopefully they are going to wait out for the circle to finally, get some third party sessions going on.
Yeah, and right now we saw that a player from the side of Pudum Warriors, he was ran over and he is basically out of the lobby right now, which means Pudum Warriors, they are the first team getting their first player out of the lobby. On the other hand, we can see on the screen TNS Esports, they are also basically going for their loot. And this is the moment where every player, every team is going for the loot right now, because
Hmm.
if you are having a good loot, then only you are going with means then only afterwards you are going in a good momentum, or you are going to be confident, because the game is of confidence. If you are confident, then you, and if your push is very confident, then definitely the fight basically goes in your favor. Team TSN, moreover, they are in their rotation moving towards the Rozok area, and we can see the school apartment, school main building, the whole area is basically vacant. No other team is here, and let's see how the game is gonna go, because this is the first stage. On the other hand, we will be seeing Itachi getting a connection. LLB Arsenal, he will be taken down as well. Michael, finally he is out of the lobby. Arsenal will be stabbed with that knife, and
Oh,
he is also out of the lobby. And this is a part of troll.
yeah.
Every player, every team wants to troll each other, and right now we can see the players from the side of Rising Underdogs moving further, having a frag, and they are in Yasnaya. On the other hand, we can see that's Lawless Bandits, and they are also having their fight. Let's see. Lawless, they will be holding their position, and now they are down to 3, which means definitely they are in pressure. And let's see how they're gonna play in that pressurized situation, Balti.
Yeah. For now, it seems like they are moving to a place where they're gonna, make sure there's nobody flanking the sides Instead, they're going to be holding a very solid position. It seems like they're going for the 2-2 split for now. You know, a man for a man. In case one is knocked, you can go for the res. But other than that, I think NB Coffin, I've seen some similar names before. I do see K9 Reborn TBW, which I've casted their games before. Okay-ish team, but I think it's pretty well, organized. The fact that it's still quarterfinals, we're not seeing much of big names yet. But I think yesterday's pool did have some people. Ain't that right, Captain?
Yeah, and yesterday there was a great day because we saw a team getting 2 winner chicken dinners out of 4, and that's very rare. That's not everyone's cup of tea, because if you are having 2 chicken dinners out of 4, that's huge, and definitely you are going to be at the top of the table. Let's see how the teams from the slot of Group 4 are gonna play. Right now on our screen, we can see Naga Boys official. Yep, I have seen them playing earlier in different tournaments as well. This is a good team, and they always try to go for a passive start, and at the end we see their momentum. They always try to build their momentum and then go for a domination, and they go for a dominative game. On the other hand, 61 players are still in the game, and as we talked earlier, that the game is going to be in a very passive manner, and still we can see just 3 players are eliminated from the lobby, and we are going to see stage 2 right now. Very soon, after 1.5 minutes, we are going to see the stage 2, which will be basically a central shift, because the main hard shift that comes from basically that comes from stage 3 or stage 4. So yep, we have to wait for that, and after stage 3 or stage 4, the whole scenarios changes and the whole game changes. Every team faces a lot of difficulties, and every team faces a lot.
It's actually a first time for me, so I hope they can, exceed my expectation as well. Right now in Yashnaya, like we said, it seems like Peanut here is gonna make the rush against the side of RU.
Yeah, they are moving for the B-net. Okay, he was trying to move further, but right now Mac, what a spray. And finally Mac with a good cover fire. He made a knock, and because of that knock, right now B-net will be able to move further. On the other hand, we can see DESYNX Esports, they are also having their rotation. Rowdy with his BRDM moving further. On the other hand, as all players, because DSX, they were the only team who landed in the southern island, and now they have to move as soon as possible, and we can see that they are basically an kilometer away from the circle. BNet getting a knock, but instantly he will be traded down. On the other hand, we can see IGL with a great knock right now. IGL, he has to move further. Let's see Hawk. He's holding his position right now. BNet, Hawk, and Mac. These are the 3 players who are still surviving, because a player from their side was eliminated at the very first end. But what a grenade that was. Hawk with that grenade, pulling up a frag. IGL is also low in HP, and Hawk is throwing grenades back to back. Let's see IGL. Now it's time for him to shine. Let's see how is he having a first floors opportunity, and from there he can definitely have some connection. IGL, grenades in his hand as well. He's trying to go for some knocks, but I don't think he... Okay, that grenade was very close to Hawk, but still they were in cover, and now the revival is going on, and he will get that revival.
Very much. Even the Molly kind of misses its, purpose, but it seems like RU are going for the rush here. They're having a DBS, which is a very nice gun to have in terms of close quarters. And here we are against somebody. It seems like one guy is going to get knocked down, and on to you, Captain.
Mac, what a connection that was. Mac, he knocked out Ghost right now. IGL will be holding his position. Mac is in very open position right now, and he's just trying to move from the outskirt areas of the particular apartment. But he was just healing himself, and Eddie got a good opportunity to get that player down. And right now we will be seeing an elimination, and that will be Lawless Bandits. Lawless Bandits, they are out of the lobby right now, and a very great game we have seen from the side of Rising Underdogs, and they are literally rising. A very great game, but still they have lost a player. They have got total 4 finishers with them, but with a loss of a player, with a casualty of a player, and that's definitely gonna pay them in the near future.
Yeah, very much. Having one guy down, that's like checking down 25% of your team probability of having, enough team to kind of go for the flanks like we already said. But right now, we're looking at the side of the bridge here. It seems like there is a bit of a pickling session here. Don't know where that came from, but it's going to be TF Itachi with M4 spray across the map. Going to be taking down. But right now, what is happening as one guy falls again?
Tiger at very low HP moving for the, let's see. They are at a very critical situation right now. EL Matador, they are moving for the, luckily they have a casualty, but still Tiger was also very low. Fine shit. He's trying his best to get some connections. He's trying to get some connections on 4 Alpha Esports, but okay, 4 Alpha, they also got some covers. This is stage 2, and finally this is the moment where we are gonna see a lot of fights. And 15 teams are in the game. 56 total players will be surviving. Fine shit. He's still trying to go for some sprays, having M4. Yeah, I know that he's having a very great name, but yeah, we can't do anything.
Ni hao, right?
Yeah, so they are moving, they are trying their best, and we can see that the players from the side of 4 Alpha Esports, they are 4 in numbers, and moving further, they will be trying their best to go for. And I would like to see the circle first of all, because this is stage 2, and we can see the circle is basically favoring the Georgiapol area. That is for sure, but I also want to see that is the Rozok area is still inside the circle, because we have seen that there are a lot of teams, and yes, they are inside the circle. The circle is basically moving towards the central shift, where we can see Georgiapol, Rozok, Severny, School, Ruins, and Pochinki, all the cities inside the circle. But the third shift, that will be a blunder. We are going to see a hard shift, and in the third stage, and that third shift will be very interesting, because the game is going to be very interesting. Because Bolty, if the players are in pressure, we are going to enjoy, and that's for sure. As a caster, as an audience also, we always enjoy the play when they are in pressure. So definitely the third shift will bring them up in a lot of pressurized situation, and then the game is going to have a good turn and going to have a very good momentum.
Very much. And speaking of pressure, if you look at 4 Alpha Esports, they are sandwiched all sides 360 between 4 teams. I don't know how they're going to wait for this up, but if they make a wrong move here, they're going to get fourth party most of the time, I think.
Yeah, exactly. There is a situation where a lot of teams, everyone is gonna head towards the center of the circle, because everyone wants to be at the center of the circle. But sometimes if you are at the center of the circle, you become the center of attraction. But right now, if we talk about the circle, that's a hard shift, and the hard shift is favoring the northern part. All the teams from the Pochinki, Rozok, and Georgiapol areas, now they have to head up. They have to move towards shooting range. Even Severny, that's also out of the circle. The circle is basically favoring a very open area inside the shooting range region, and a lot of teams are gonna face a lot of problems. If you are having a higher ground, if you are having a good number with you, if you are having all the players alive, your whole squad alive, then definitely you are going to have a lot of advantages, face a lot of advantages. But right now, Tiger going for some sprays. DESYNX Esports will be holding their position. All the 4 players, they are alive, and still now they are not having any finish, which means till now they are not indulged in any of the fight, and that's a very passive approach from their side.
Indeed. But it seems like TNS are holding that ground, and I'm seeing Spray God here. Hopefully he has the spray in him so that he can snipe down people from across that second story where he's camping right now. But there are some teams that can be spotted, most likely. But for now, like you said, passive play is the way in this very first Erangel map. So other than that, it seems like Star are the only teams that are outside ready to make some action.
Yeah, they are very, very closer to each other. And right now we can see Pudum Warriors and Red Flame Esports. Both the teams are very closer to each other. And one more team is near this side, and they are Rising Underdogs. They are also here. Let's see how they are gonna play. 55 total players are still in the lobby. On the other hand, we can see RTF Esports moving further towards the circle. They want the entry, and they have a casualty as well, which is definitely gonna give them a lot of trouble in the nearby situations. But right now, they are moving further. On the other hand, that's K9 Reborn on our screen. Gum OP, DiePie, all the players are here. Infernus, Rubik's Cube, and all the players. We are seeing them, and let's see how they are gonna play because K9 Reborn is a very good team. They are also a very known team. So, yep, we have to see how they're gonna play and what are their strategies in the very first match, because at the end, the strategy is the main thing which brings you with a very good game. Because if you haven't strategized your play, if you haven't strategized what you should do, then definitely the game is not gonna be in your favor. Right now, the players wants the entry from the side of team Franky. They are trying to be inside the circle. 4 Alpha Esports is very closer to them, and Bila then finally he got a knock on Franky and will try his best to get that frag, and he will indeed. He will confirm his frag right now. And from here, Team Franky, they are also down to 3. On the other hand, 4 Alpha Esports, they're down to 2 with just 2 players alive. One is Boggy and the other will be Biladen, and both the players will be moving toward the circle now.
Indeed, indeed. But it seems like Bin Laden is taking a safe approach here because you gotta make use of the circle when it's not as damaging as possible to make that rotation, to make a safer place where you could go and relocate yourself. Potentially, you know, taking somebody by surprise, most likely different teams. You can go for the third party, where third partying is very much legal in this game. But it seems like TF Esports are approaching K9 Reborn here, so we might get some sprays.
Okay, DiePie will be holding his position, and Kenan Reborn is basically holding a very great area. But now that this area is also basically out of the circle, and now they also have to move because this is a very great area where you can easily defend yourself, you can easily defend your team and move further. A player from the K9 Reborn Gum OP, he will be holding his position. That's Franky, who wants an entry inside the circle, and definitely there is a zone keeping scenario, and the team K9 Reborn, they are gonna keep the zone, and definitely they are gonna have some good finishes with them. On the other hand, we can see TBW Gaming, they are also holding their position, having a frag. Boy is having a frag right now. 52 players are still in the game at the stage 4. This is the 4th stage, Bolty, and still we are seeing a single team is just out of the lobby till now, and 15 teams are still in the game, which means at the end, towards the end, we are going to see a very chaotic game. On the other hand, we saw some players from the side of REDFLAME Esports getting eliminated, and one by one, all the players are basically out of the lobby. On the other hand, VNOM Esports, 2 players from their side are also on their knees, but they will get the revival. So basically, REDFLAME, they are just surviving with a solo player, solo hit, whose name is Edit.
Yep, it's up to Edit to make a run for it or to take the fight against 4 people. But I don't know if he's gonna be the clutch god that we see here, because I think he's gonna go for the dipping session as he is out. But don't forget VNOM Esports, as intriguingly they sound, they are going for the sprays on top, but it seems like Edit is gonna eat some bullets on the Dacia all across the map. But VNOM Esports are reluctant, keep firing, but unfortunately they don't exactly exploded the car just yet, so that is gonna be REDFLAME Esports surviving the wrath of the Venom.
Yeah, just a single player is surviving, but at the end he will be
never mind.
But from the side of other team, that will be Team Pudum Warriors. They will make that confirmation, the final blow from their side, and now they are also having a frag. They have to enter the circle. VNOM Esports, they are also having their rotation, and basically they are going for a flank rotation, and they will be entering the circle from the northern side, from the northern part of the map. And I think that's a good strategy, because if you are moving from the northern part of the map, so there is no chance of backstabbing and there is no chance that any team is gonna backstab you guys. So that's a good thing. On the other hand, Wanchu from the side of Pudum Warriors, he will be taken down. Now the player will be moving inside the shack and they are going for the revival. We can see Rising Underdogs with the 3 players alive. We can see Naga Boys official with all their players alive. The whole squad is with them, but they are having just a finish. And I think if you want to have good numbers, good points in the particular match, in any match, you should go with a good number of finishes as well so
Yeah.
that you can get as much points as you can.
Exactly, especially the new implementation of the point system. Most likely people like to stay outside the zone to heal up, right? Healing strat,
Yeah.
but that's completely changed now. Yeah, on top of that, you need kills because kills could be, if you can get like 10 frags on your team, that is definitely easily a chicken dinner. And on top of that, if you get another chicken dinner, that's 20 points. So the best scenario of how they want to make this is to go for the frag. So anybody who's aggressive and can get out of that sticky situation, it's always going to be favored.
Yeah, basically, and we have seen the situations right now. K9 Reborn, 2 out of them are on their knees. Rubik's Cube, he will be eliminated, which means now they are down to just 2 players. Team Frankie, they are also there. And Frankie, definitely, they want a good game because if in the first match you are going to have a winner chicken, and then definitely in the further matches you will be in a momentum and the confidence will also be on top. On the other hand, we can see Venom, they will be moving for the Team Venom having total 5 finishes and all their players alive, and I think they are in a very great momentum. They are in a good flow, and if this flow continues, if this momentum continues, definitely there is no chance for any team that they are able to have winner chicken dinner. Venom is going to have that winner chicken dinner anyhow. On the other hand, Frankie, they will be moving further. Luckily, got inside the circle, but spotted as well. They are spotted from other teams. Venom directly slammed towards the team and will be getting a elimination. Zero will be knocked out as well. This is Venom Esports against TBW Gaming, where TBW Gaming is defending themselves and they will defend themselves. What a defense! What a great defense from the side of TBW Gaming, and one by one they eliminated all players from the side of Venom Esports. On the other hand, some other teams, some other players are also getting eliminated. 9 teams are here and total 20 players will be surviving in the particular lobby right now. Frankie will be moving further. On the other hand, we can see RONGMEI Esports with a single player, the POW, and the POW is going for all in. He is not having anything. He's not having any cover fire right now, but he wants some frags. The POW. That spam connected. He knocked the player, but at the end, manpower favored Frankie, and Frankie will be surviving. And Team Frankie, now they are in top 6. Top 5 teams and total 14 players are still alive in the particular match, and we can see Rising Underdogs rising in the particular match and rising in the first game itself.
Indeed. And this is going to be the finale, most likely. Stage 6 is on, and it's going to be coming to an end sooner or later. But TNS are still outside with a better position, but TBW are holding this compound very strong. But they have the best, cover to take, especially they can get the 360 view of the surrounding areas where they could just come out and take down if there's a little bit of, a conflict against 2 teams, because this is a place where it's going to be a very good place to third party. But it seems like they're going for the spray here. One gotta be down. Another, that is 2 kills on the side of TBW by Boy.
What a chase that was. What a trace that was. A great connection from his side. One more team will be getting out of the lobby. 4 Alpha Esports, now they are out. Frankie, a player, is saving himself beside that rock, but if he wants to get inside the circle, he will be eliminated very soon. Right now, he tried his best, but at the end, that was his destiny. He is out of the lobby at 4th position. Frankie, they are eliminated at 4th position. Now it's 3 teams and total 9 players in the particular lobby, and out of those 9, Rising Underdogs is having 2. Addy, grenades in his hand, moving further with those grenades, but a grenade came from the side of opponents as well. Boy with a grenade picked that player up. Addy will be taken down. Ghost with a good trade fight. Ghost will eliminate 2 other players from the side of TBW. And right now we are still watching are you? Rising underdogs, fighting for their game,
Oh,
fighting for their survival, but at the end, they are
damn.
eliminated. And TBW, they are eliminated as well. What a game that was. And I just want to know the team's name who got winner chicken dinner, because there were three teams. Out of
Yeah.
those three, two were having the fight, and both the teams got eliminated because in their fight. And the third team, who was safe, who were very who was showing very trigger discipline, finally they won the winner chicken dinner.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, discipline favors the people who are patient with their life, patient with their skills, to finally grow. But of course, they get the chicken dinner this time, so that is gonna be a free 10 points towards the side of them. But as for now, Sparrow, what do you think about this first match so far we see in this Erangel?
Okay, so TSN, they won the very first game, and they had a very good winner chicken dinner. And basically, we always see that you have to go for a trigger discipline game. You need a lot of trigger discipline if you want to have a winner chicken dinner. And in this particular three teams fight, two were having fights among themselves, and definitely the third one got the victory. That without doing anything, they just throw a grenade, and with that grenade they got the winner chicken dinner. And this was the first match, Bolty. We still have three matches left. This is just the start. Yeah, we are going to, means this is just a trailer. We are going to watch the full
Nice one.
movie in the near future. But right now, our first game has ended, and we will be moving towards the second match. But before that, we will be heading towards a short break, and after this short break, we will be back again with our second match.
Get you there.
Okay, guys, so here we go again. Hornbill Esports Championship Season 2. Today, it's the last day of quarterfinals. This is day 4, and with me, once again, we are going with Bolty. And yeah, this is the second match, Bolty, and will be a new map, the map of
Indeed.
Miramar. A
Yeah.
very great map, and definitely a very unpredictable map. What's your take? What do you think? How the teams are going to play?
Yeah, it is very unpredictable for the fact that it's a very open area. It's a
Yeah,
desert, as we already can see. But
yeah,
that is where I would say the range sniping, especially with the 6 times, converting to 3x, spray with an M4. But if you're gonna go for the close range, have a shotgun. Still, the meta guns are used, but then again, there are so many pro players out there that have
yeah.
mastered the recoil control, so they won't really have much of a hard time spraying you down, even if you're peeking on top of those, peaky mountains of Miramar. But here we are, Captain. We are back, and it seems like we're gonna be on towards the second map of Group D.
Yeah, this is the map of Miramar, and we will be looking for the fly path right now. And the fly path will be favoring the northern part of the particular map, moving from the
Indeed.
western towards the eastern ship. The journey starts from El Pozo and ends towards Campo Milita. And now, according to the fly path, you have to choose your particular drops. Every team have two drops. One is
Hmm.
primary and the other is a backup or secondary drop. And
Indeed.
if the fly path is not favoring your particular drop, so definitely you are going to have your secondary drop. But that secondary drop, sometimes that is the primary for any other team, and that
Yes,
that
sir.
is the reason the players usually go for drop clashes. Let's see, the circle will be favoring the southeastern areas, which means Impala and La Bendita. These are the favorable positions towards the end. In Montenegro, we will be seeing two teams going there. For Alpha Esports, they are also present inside the Montenegro, and Team Frankie, they are also there. On the other hand, we can see in Power Grid, there is a team, RONGMEI Esports. We can see in Hacienda, that's RTF Esports. In San Martin, that will be Rising Underdogs moving there. And right now on the screen, K9 Reborn going for a good rotation, and they have started their rotation as well.
Indeed, but for now they are stopped by the sandstorm, which if they stay out for too long, they'll start taking the tick zone damage. So
Yep.
for now, they're gonna start looting the available buildings. Even TBW are doing just the same, but they did get the third place before, so they might have the points ramped up on the leaderboards. But still, they still have to play it safe. But Miramar has a big map. It is, the action only starts when we're at like the 6 to stage circle where it gets really constricted. But then again, there's going to be a lot of teams still left unless some people go for the snowball.
Yeah, they are moving further. On the other hand, we can see Team Frankie, they will be holding their position and they are very, very closer to 4 Alpha Esports right now. Hanma will be moving for the juice by trying to make a good angle for him so that he could get an knock. And moreover, the initialization is very important. If you're having
Yeah.
the first knock, so definitely the game is going to be in favor. Hanma moving further. And let's see how the team is going to play. Team Frankie S7, I think they have some prefix and suffixes with them. TF is the prefix and S7 is a suffix for their names. Cloudy, Itachi, all the players holding their position. And I think for Alpha Esports, somehow they decided to fall back from this area and they have changed their position right now, Volti.
Indeed. Seems like Captain is going towards the grammar session there, which I'm self-taught in YouTube, so I didn't really look much on grammars. But anyways, still a good thing. It means that you're educated. But anyways, it seems like Team 14, that is Frankie. At the same time, they have some teams also scoured on the corners of this map right now. But TBW, back to TBW, they're also still residing in this place to loot up, and hopefully they can get enough gear to actually go for another circle.
Yeah, basically, they will be very soon moving. Dola on our screen is holding his position. We can see DESYNX Esports as well. If in Erangel the players were in a passive manner, passive approach, then in Miramar they are going to be in passive pro max approach because this is a map which uh, favors a lot of passive gameplay. In very first two stages, we are just going to see the teams going for their loots, and after the fourth stage, after the third stage, we are going to see a lot of fights right now. 64 players are still there, which means not a single player getting knocked in the particular match, not a single player is eliminated in the particular match. All the players will be surviving, all the players are alive, and they are waiting for their time, they are waiting for their chance. And right now, that's DESYNX Esports. All the four players moving further in Los Leones, and I saw a team very closer to them, and that will be PUDUM Warriors. So PUDUM Warriors, they are also very closer to them. On the other hand, we can see VNOM Esports. They are also going for their loot. This is the match two for Group 4, and today all the teams, all the players are gonna have four chances, and out of those four,
Indeed.
one match is over. Now they are
Yes.
just having three chances, out of which this is the second one. If this match is also means is if this match also not turning in a good way for you, so definitely you will be in a very pressurized situation for the next two matches. And definitely you should also always avoid to be in pressure, because in pressure a lot of teams always collapse.
Indeed, pressure is that one thing that could be your downfall, especially. But right now, but if you can keep a cool, if you can keep the discipline up, that is where you can eventually perceive to the hardship that's going to be coming later on in as we are moving to the stages. As the stage one circle is already collapsing, and it seems like LLB are actually engulfed in the circle here. They're going to take a little bit of damage, but it's not much, so they can eventually get the vehicle and get out as soon as possible. But we are seeing Los Leones side. We're having quite a party of teams inside that are very safe.
Yeah, lostness is a very great place for now, but I think after the third stage, the circle is gonna have a different turn, and lostness will be out of the zone. LLB, Lawless Bandits holding their position, and now they are going to have the damage of the blue. They are basically 1.5 kilometers away from the circle. They have to move as soon as possible. It's still 1 minute. We are still 1 and 15 second, 1 minute and 15 seconds far away from the next stage. But right now, Venom with a great spray on Ripper. Ripper will be taken down, but he is having a very mid-range distance, so definitely he will get that revival very soon. On the other hand, we can see Lays, he will be taken down. Ripper will get that revival. On the other hand, Team ELM, they are also in the fight. TSN Ashank, he will be taken down.
Oh,
Powali, he will be taken down as well. One by one, three players from the side of
Friendship.
that team is knocked out on their knees, and that's TSN Esports. This is a game of unpredictability, and right now we can see
Oh,
a very unpredictable fight, because in the very first game, this was the team who got winner chicken dinner, but in the second match, now they are at a situation, at a position where they are going to get eliminated. Okay, EL Matador, a solo player, fine shit. Moving further, let's see. He will be
oh.
eliminated as well. And TSN will again shine. They are having total four finishes with them. Out of those four, Probot is having two. Lays knocked out, but definitely will get that revival. He's having a single finish. Asham, he's also having a single finish.
Indeed, that totals up to 4. That is also 4 points that could be added to the leaderboard. So this time around, TSN are finally eliminating El Matador, which are kind of performing well on that very first Erangel match. But now that is, instead they're going to be the first team to get eliminated in this game
Yep.
too, which is quite unfortunate. But for now, Ripper got ripped before in that, mid-range fight. But hopefully he's alive again. But it seems like PEW as well, Team 16, are inside this compound waiting for more praise to approach the trap.
Yeah, they are moving for the team Pudum Warriors PW inside the Lost Lunas area, and that's we already have discussed about this thing that they are very much safe. And yeah, Vanchu, he will use his parachute and move further. Ripper, he was knocked out, will get that revival. Moving further with all their players alive, RTF Esports, and finally they decided to move back because they were having a clash against Rising Underdogs. And Rising Underdogs, in the first match itself, they tried their best and they were in top 3. So definitely they are a very good team. The players know how to play and a very good experience they are having. 59 total players are still in the particular match. Venom, IGL, Ghosty, three players are there, and Andy will be the fourth one, and he will be moving towards the circle as well. They are still 300 meters away from the circle. We are seeing stage 2, which is kind of a central shift, but very soon we are going to see some other stages, the stage 3, stage 4, and those stages are definitely be going to be very, very difficult for the players. 15 teams, 59 players, and Bolty. This is a
Yeah.
moment where a lot of teams, and where we are going to see a lot of teams rotating right now.
Indeed, rotation will be the key factor to where you're going next, and hopefully, if you can get a perfect rotation where you can, outflank people, also, be in a position where you're not in that sandwich zone or third party zone, then it's a very easy winner chicken dinner. But that is like one of the hardest things, especially in Miramar, because you are in a very open area. The mountains are your only friends that could give you cover. So the best IGL would be the one to make it far from Miramar map.
Yeah, definitely. And in Miramar map, we always see a lot of mid-range fights. And
Yeah.
in those mid-range fights, we are going to see a lot of DMR specialists. The players will be using Mini 14, SLR, SKS, and some snipers as well. Then, okay, we will be talking about that very soon. But right now, Kanan, with a great spray, he will knock out that player, Panic, and Panic will get out of the lobby. Venom Esports losing their first player, Panic. Seal Fox, is he going to go for a revenge? Is he going to take a revenge from the side of REDFLAME Esports or not? I think no. REDFLAME Esports are having a very good covers of the compounds, and definitely they are very confident right now because they have manpower's advantage and they know that well. For Alpha Esports, with all their players alive, will be holding their position inside the circle, and this is the time where all the teams will be just focusing on the positions right now. If they are inside the circle, they will be trying to go towards a better position, better area, and if they
Yeah.
are not inside the zone, first of all, they will be entering towards the circle.
Yeah, but it seems like Alpha are gonna take the initiative to go against the Team 5. That is gonna be Volume 0. But we did see them popped off a bit. Maybe they came at least top 5 on the previous matches, you see. But it's gonna be Naughty here getting the scream times for themselves. But of course, it was Leo P that was getting shot from the distance. So he's all by himself relocating. I think he's a scout, don't you think?
Yeah, literally. And Volume 0, their name is very good, and we have some songs starting from Volume, and I
Yeah.
think our production team knows that well. On the other hand, we can see Ryuga IGL getting out of the lobby arsenal. He will get a
Yeah.
frag with him. For Alpha Esports, Bihar Dada, he is also knocked out. Team 4 Alpha Esports, right now they are in a very critical situation because one by one their players are getting eliminated from the particular match. 57 players are still in the game. Kanan is holding his position and just waiting for the moment that some player comes in his radar and he goes for a spray. Team Venom Esports with their 3 players will be holding towards any other areas. Aryu Ghosti will be taken down. LLB Hawk is also knocked out. So now it's a fight between Team RU, Team Rising Underdogs. And if we look at the circle is with a hard shift towards the southwestern areas. And the circle is favoring a very open area right now. Team Rising Underdogs, they were in a fight with Lawless Bandits. Lawless Bandits, they are going good right now. In fact, they also have a casualty of a player, Arsenal Venom. He was going.
Oh.
Ray Venom had some damage. He received some damage with that grenade, but luckily he will be surviving. Ghost is also going for some frag grenades right now. On the other hand, LLB Mac is knocked out. Hawk is already eliminated. BNet is also very low. Arsenal is low. Robot will be
Okay.
eliminated. Arsenal, he gets those connection. He will be taken down, and now it's all up to the solo head, BNet, the solo player from the side of Team LLB. He will be trying to move further. He has 3 players in front of him. With that frag grenade, he made that final blow, and now That team is out of the lobby. LLB, they're out of the lobby at 14th position. Are you rising underdogs? Once again, they are rising. And once again, they have showed their skills to us and a very good game from their side.
Oh, it's quite unfortunate that LLB are out. And speaking of IRL factors here, LLB is actually like a degree. But for now, it won't be a degree in BGMI, of course. But as you can see, there are some people, hanging out on this very side of the buildings here. We are having Team 17 that is RTF. At the same time, we have TF that is going to be Team 14. Franky, which they actually didn't use the name. But oh, look at that. Captain, the sandstorm came to save the day.
The sandstorm, definitely that will make all the players blind, but Nico is still moving for some grenades. With some grenades, Boggy is already knocked out from his side. What a grenade, what a connection that was. Zeon will be taken down with that grenade. The players will be moving for the, it's a 2v2. Boggy is still down on his knees, and we can see Nico and Bloodin, both the players are moving for the Nico with a DBS, and this is the meta of DBS, where if you are having any shotgun, you are very confident. He needs a reflex right now. Let's see, is he going to go for a clutch? Is he going to have a clutch with him? Nico 2-2-2. He will be holding his position. On the other hand, the player he knocked out gets the revival, which means the team in front of him, RTF Esports, they are again with their 3 players alive, and Nico has to fight against 3 players, and that will be very difficult for him. One grenade, Nico at 0 HP, we can say 0 HP, but that was the help, that was with the help of boosters that he was alive, but at the end he is all out from the game. So one more team is eliminated, one more team is out, and we can see 12 teams and 43 total players in the particular match.
Indeed, indeed. That definitely eliminates one more team out of the chopping board. But right of now, we are seeing Team 20. There's RONGMEI still looking healthy, but it seems like RU also are going to be losing one guy in the process. But they are going to look for a relocation. It seems like they're getting their eyes on the red drop, but if you see red drop, it means it is a danger signal to not go towards it, because everybody's having their eyes on the red drop. It can be used as a bait as well, but REBORN also are still in the lead. They've lost some HP on their ranks, but they're still looking healthy with no eliminations so far.
Yeah, right now they will be holding their position, but on the other hand, we can see VNOM Esports moving further. A player from their side, Zero, is knocked out. Sealfox going for the revival. He has to take a risk, and if you are going to have the risk, then only you are going to have that reward as well. VNOM Sealfox will go for the revival. He will revive his player, but somehow he is out of the zone, and the blue zone is definitely gonna give you a lot of damage, because this is stage 4 zone, and as we see the stages moves further, the damage of the zone also increases with time. So definitely Sealfox will be holding his position, healing himself. He has to move further, he has to go for some good frags. Till now they are not having any single finish with them. Now they have to go for it. On the other hand, we can see Team Franky, all their players alive, and they are having total 5 finishes, and definitely Team Franky is having a good momentum with them, and that momentum will help them to move further. That momentum will help them to go for some more frags. Sealfox, a player in front of them, and that is from the side of Naga Boys Official. Naga Boys Official, they are in a troublesome situation, because one by one their 3 players are out of the lobby. Senti will be the solo one. They are only having a single finish. They are having a single finish with them, and now the solo player Senti, he will fall back, and he will be trying to save himself and go for some position points.
Indeed, but it seems like Team 14 are still in the midst of starting to fight against PW. That's Team 16 here, but for now, they're going to be dipping, trying to relocate themselves, but don't forget that Team 17, that is RTF Esports, just around the corner. So if they stray too far, they can get caught in the midst of a different team. But don't forget, as Naga Boys Official, still have one guy that is Senti. He's going to be the sentinel to kind of snipe people when they're not looking. I'm feeling that right now, man.
Yeah, Senti, he will be holding his position, and as a solo player, you have a lot of responsibilities, and definitely he
Indeed.
is also having a lot of responsibilities to save himself so that he can save his team and he can go for some points for his team. 12 teams are here, 38 players will be surviving. Speed OP will be taken down, which means Team PW, the rotation didn't go well, and right now a player from their side will be eliminated. Speedope is out of the lobby, and now they are down to 3. Star Sasuke, he will be holding his position, and Senti is in his radar. I think he has spotted that player,
Yeah.
and very soon he's going to have some sprays on him as soon as Senti moves further, because that is, we can also see that the player is basically spotted, but as soon as he open his scopes, the player is uh, beside that mountain. On the other hand, one more player will be taken down from the side of Sneaky. Sneaky with that great spray. Okay, Dimasa boy got that frag, but Sneaky definitely he had some good damages to him. 10 teams are here, 32 total players will be surviving, 3 finishes. TBW, they're having TBW Gaming, they're having total 3 finishes, and now they have decided to slam in at Team PW directly. PW, they're down to just 2 players, and they are totally going for the fight. They have to go for the fight. They have to defend themselves anyhow. TBW, a player from their side, will be knocked out, and that's why the team TBW Gaming, they decided to not slam in towards that team. They decided to firstly go for the revival. They are prioritizing their players, they are prioritizing their numbers, and this thing is definitely a good strategy. This strategy is definitely a good one for them, and this is going to give them a lot of advantages in the near future.
Indeed, indeed. And that advantage is what you need to overcome this difficulty that you're facing right now in this stage number 5 of the circle. Soon it'll be converting to stage 6, but for now, K9 Reborn, like we said, they're still looking good on their rank, still 100% healthy on terms of team, but it seems like they are getting one knock against TBW, going straight for the thirst as well. Here comes the molly towards Boy, but TBW is kind of aware that there are R9 Reborn that are actually going towards, but another one knocked as well again. Sneaky might be the only guy left, but also one guy from K9 Reborn falls. They still have 3. They're gonna go for the relocation as the zone is pushing them to their abilities.
Yeah, Team K9 finally. They have to step up and they have to enter the circle as soon as possible. TBW, they are beside them, and TBW is also moving towards the same position. One more player will be taken down from the side of RONGMEI Esports. Now they're down to just 2. Dafao, on the other hand, he is also trying to save his player, but the circle has basically shifted far away from these players, and they are having still some time with them. They have 1 minute and 15 seconds with them, and in that time they have to go for the revival. But right now, the Dafao, with that splash damage of the vehicle explosion, he is also knocked out. On the other hand, Team Frankie with 7 total finishes, they are having a good momentum. They are having a great game for now, because in the first match as well, Team Frankie, they did well, and in the second match they are being consistent, and this game is of consistency. If you are having a good consistency, definitely you are going to be in a good position in the overall standings, and this is it. You want a good position, you want to be in top 6 or top 8 to qualify for the semifinals, and this is the moment, this is the phase where you are just wanting the qualification. You are not going for the prize pool, and right now you are just focusing to qualify for the semifinals. That's why the players are also moving further. On the other hand, we saw some other players, other teams getting eliminated. Volume 0 finally in this match, they are having a good comeback. They are in top 6 total. Okay, now they are in top 5 because Gumop is also eliminated. K9 Reborn out at 6th position.
Very, very 6th position, and yes, 5 left, but they have secured that top 5 place where they can shine. But for now, PW, they're still looking for a place to kind of smoke this zone out, because these bushes are nearly enough to save them for the impending doom. That is the 5.5 bullets that's flying towards their ranks, but they're still going for the fight back. As you see, they're trying to give the covering fire to the teammates so that they can best out to the location-wise. As you see, the zone is converging to a very, very slow circle radius, but for now, it's just that Team 5 are going for the spray against the side of PW.
Yeah, they are holding their position. 4 teams are here. In total, 13 players will be surviving. Gravewatch is holding his position right now. On the other hand, Black Rose, he's also out of the lobby. Team PW, basically they are they are
Oh,
facing a lot of difficulties, and let's go. One more player is knocked out from the side of Rising Underdogs. PW, what a
back to
spray
back.
from the side of Kunpong. That was a nice spray, but he tried his best and gone so far, but at the end, it doesn't even matter if you are not getting that knock. 4 teams, 12 total players. Vanchi will be taken down from the side of Leo OP. Leo
Oh,
OP with that grenade. He made a knock. Hama, Henma, S7. He is now out of the lobby. 4 teams are here. And these are the teams who have given all their efforts in the particular match, in the Miramar's match. Team Rising Underdogs having total 8 finishes with them, and they are having a good momentum with them. And in the first match as well, they were having a good game, which means they are very consistent and in the both matches. And I think Rising Underdogs is definitely gonna qualify for the semi-finale because I have seen them earlier as well. And right now, on the other hand, we can see Frankie on our screen. Itachi and Cloudy, these are the two players, these are the two names who will be still surviving from their team. Now it's time for the blue zone shrinking and they have to move. And yep, they have started their rotation. They will be moving towards the circle.
oh,
Of them, there
risky.
are a lot of teams, and Addy with that great spray. Cloudy, he will be knocked out. And on the other hand, as soon as Cloudy gets knocked out, Itachi is also eliminated as well. 2 teams are here. Total 6 players will be surviving. On the one side, we can see Volume Zero with 3 players. On the other side, that's Team Rising Underdogs with 3 players as well. And it's a 3v3 end fight.
Indeed, the final showdown, the stage number 8 that everybody in the audience are going to be pumped up about. This is where the music plays, the drums are rolling as whoever is going to get this W are going to be moving straight with 10 points to their ranks. And this is going to be another smoke game. It seems like most of the teams are still holding to their smoke because they know that this is going to be a very useful utility later on. If they're going to go for the close range, they have the shotgun as well to keep them backed up on their ranks. But if they go for the blind firing shots, as team number 5 are making for the volume 0, but almost a kill coming up, but that is one knock from the other end. But Naughty will be very naughty in terms of movements, and that is going to be a Molotov almost burning him down. But it seems like Ghosty is going to go for the back shot lines, but he gets knocked out instantly on the other side. This is RU VNOM IG. It's gonna go to carry his game, but there we go. The W. Oh boy.
Wow. Again, that was a very intense game again. And this is quarterfinals. And if in quarterfinals we are going to see these type of intense games, then definitely the end or the grand finals is gonna be in a very different situation or very
Indeed,
intense
man.
for sure. And
Mhm.
finally, one more match, Volty. That's
Woo.
done, and it means that now 2 matches are done. The
Yes,
players have
sir.
played total 2 matches right now. 2 matches are still left, out of which one will be in the map of Sanhok, and the last one, once again, that will be played in the map of Erangel.
Yeah, we're gonna recap back to Erangel after this stand-up plays that's gonna be happening soon. But oh my god, I was at the edge of the seat because that was almost a perfect fight. Control of both of the teams on the side is just immaculate. But I'm really excited to see them on how they're gonna take the approach on Sanhok, because Sanhok is a smaller map which has more bushes, which means more snakes. But for now, we will see how they really played out if they want to be the best in this Hornbill tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, we saw Rising Underdogs winning the particular match, and in the first match as well, they were in top 3. And I thought that they are going to win, but from there, some other team won that particular match. But in this match, Rising Underdogs, they won, and they are proving their name. They are literally rising, and their game is literally rising. But this was match 2. For now, we are going to have a short break. After this short break, we will be moving towards the third match very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hornbill Esports Championship. A very, very prestigious NAGA thing that's happening right now where we are privileged enough to cast. But back to the casting desk, our amazing captain, Jack Sparrow, is back to walk us through the play-by-play, walk us through the color of the teams, which I very much am admiring about. And yes, we are at game number 3 where we're going to be hopping into Sandhawk, which we mentioned in the previous match. So
Yes.
right now, plane is going to spawn and predictions will start.
Yeah, very soon we are going to see that the plane will be moving, and we will discuss about the fly path as well and the circles as well. But this is the map of Sanhok where we are going to see a lot of greeneries, and we always see that in those greeneries, there are a lot of chances that we see a lot of snakes. So in the particular match, yeah, we will see a lot of snakes as well, and for those snakes, we will see a lot of doctors towards the end as well who will be heal battling themselves. So definitely
Okay.
this is a match where a whole package, the match consists of a whole package. We are going to see the match very soon. All the teams are playing in a very great manner, and definitely a passive approach for sure. 16 teams and 64 players once again. Let's go, guys. This is Hornbill Esports Championship Season 2 quarterfinals, and today it's the last day of quarterfinals. After this day, we are directly heading towards the semi-finale. Our fly path is once again favoring the northern part of the map, just like Miramar, and the fly path will be moving from the western to the eastern side of the particular map. The circle, I think the circle will be favoring the central areas, but still, this is a very shorter map, and in this short map, definitely the fly path or the circle is not gonna be a barrier for you. You can glide anywhere you want, you can go anywhere you want. And right now we can see that in Hatin there are two teams, which means in Hatin we are going to see a drop clash, and that drop clash will definitely be very bad for a single team for sure.
Yeah. Having a drop clash could basically ruin your momentum that your team
Yeah.
are looking for, especially in this small map where, okay, the circle is actually moving towards the western side, I see. But for now, boot camp, of course, the fan favorite, of course, and like when Santa was first introduced, this is the hot drop where a lot of stereotypes, a lot of memes were created. Especially if you go on old chat, they start saying "come to boot camp." Oh, those were the days. But for now, there won't be a hot drop in boot camp. But instead, like Sparrow predicted, we are seeing more of predictions action on the side of Hatin.
Yeah, definitely. Venom Esports, they are in Hatin. On the other hand, we can see Team PW, they are also losing their players. They have lost their two players and now they are down to two. They are now 50%, means they are now 50% away from
Yeah.
the winner chicken dinner because they have lost their 50% capacity. Zoro and Rose, Black Rose. These are the two players from the side of PW. On the other hand, that's Team El Matador, very, very closer to them. And they had those sprays, they had those finishes. El Matador. They are having a very good start for them, but this is just a start. You have to just get a momentum, and you have to just control that momentum till the end. We have seen a lot of teams, Bolty, who had a very great start, getting more than 5 or 6 finishes in the very first stage. But after that, the execution is the main part. The execution
Yes.
towards the end is the main part, and many teams often fail in that thing, and they are not usually able to execute the game. They are not able to, means many teams doesn't even know when to stop and how to stop. So you should know how to
Yeah.
stop and when to stop. Otherwise, your domination will somehow affect your team, will start to affect your team as well. On the other hand, we can see TBW. They are moving further, having a frag with them. TBW Gaming, Dimasa Boy, Sneaky. One player's name is TBW Boy. Other player is I don't know. Like they are having some crazy names with them.
Yeah.
But yep, that's a good team because in the last match as well, they tried their best. They were having a very great game. And I think this will be a team who will definitely qualify for the semi-finale. 61 players are still alive in the particular match, and let's see, Volti, how the game goes.
Yeah, for now, we will see definitely as we're still getting the screen time for TBW. And like we said, the names are quite questionable, but yeah, at least their gun skills are the one that's carrying them right now onto the
Yeah.
leaderboards. But Venom, it seems like Seal Fox is actually going for the swim. That kind of goes really with his name, the fact that he's a seal, and seals are aquatic creatures. But anyways, we are seeing on the side as R2 are going for rotations bit by bit, moving closer to where the snakes are. But of course, Team 7 are looking at the other side of Timehawk.
Yeah, they are holding their position right now. Right now, we can see RTF Esports here sprays IGL. Rex sprays IGL. He is also here, and very soon he will be also moving for some fights. But right now, it's very rare to see this map of Senhawk and so calmness in the particular match, because this is the map where we are not going to see that much of calmness every time we
Yeah.
usually see fights and all. But right now the teams are moreover focusing in a passive play, and they are moreover focusing for the end fights. TBW Daula, okay, he got a frag, and that was against REDFLAME Esports. REDFLAME
Indeed.
Esports, a player was basically off guarded, and he was knocked out, and he is eliminated as well. On the other hand, we can see TSN, they are also getting
Ooh.
eliminated. They are also losing their players. Frankie, one by one, their three players are in
Oh,
trouble,
what a
and
molly.
that's the Saudi, that's the Cloudy, the last player, Cloudy S7. He was very low on
Oh,
HP, and
wow.
from other team, that was RTF
God.
Esports who got that frag. So definitely, Team Frankie in that sandwich situation, he is eliminated. On the other hand, we can see TSN. They have also lost their two players and are down to two, and that's RTF Esports very front of them. Lays will be holding his position. Spray God having a single finish, and he is also holding his position right now. Let's see how the game goes. 15 teams and total 53 players are particularly present in the particular match, and all the teams are definitely trying their best to go further.
Right now, though, as far as they can get, it seems like they're moving to a certain place where they would catch the other side that is TSN off guard as the zone is slowly pushing them. Sooner or later, this zone's starting to tickle and hurt a bit, so they're going to be forced to get flushed out of the place they are camping right now. But TSN going for the alpha shots here. Spray God almost doing a spray shots, but didn't quite get the knock. So for now, he did, give away his position. So I don't know the fact that they are outside the zone, if that is an advantage for them.
Yeah, the players somehow they are managing to survive. For Alpha Esports, they are at a lower ground, and definitely being at a lower ground, you are going to face a lot of troubles. The
Yeah.
players are moving further. TSN Esports, who had started their journey with a very good winner chicken dinner, now facing a troublesome situation in the particular match. In the second match, that match also didn't go well, and right now
Oh.
we can see their players. Two of them are out of the lobby. TBW Dollar is knocked out. Arsenal getting some connections right now, and in front of them that will be WrongMei Esports. They're also holding their position right now. Let's see how the game goes. TBW reviving their players. They're having total two finishers and three players with them. The Masa boy, he is out of the lobby. He is eliminated, but still they are in top 15. And once again, their three players are on their back on their foots, and they are ready to fight.
Yeah, back to the screen time of LLB. They have one elimination as they're still strong on their health bars. At the same time, this is actually a very close space where people are not taking much of a fight. Instead, they're just snaking through their ways. But Twintani might be the one to take that first initiative to make noise, to, attract attention so that they can have the safety of the teammates to out-rotate the others by catching them by surprise. But it might not be a strategy as of yet, because PB Black is actually going for a scouting session with his teammate.
Yeah, they are moving further. Right now, they want a good space. They want to occupy a good space inside the circle. On the other hand, we can see TSN lays a single player, and definitely he wants to go for a heal battle. But 4 Alpha Esports is very, very closer to them. 4 Alpha Esports, let's see how they gonna work, how are they gonna play. Biladin is also holding the position, and they are basically having the damage of the blue. But I think you should go for the rotation. You should enter the circle as soon as possible, because if you are going for a late rotation, you are going to lose your meds. You are going to
Yes.
waste your meds, and somehow you are going to give the chance to opponents that you go and you occupy some good space inside the circle, and that's the very worst situation for you. Right now, DESYNX Esports, they are also having their rotation. A player, we saw that he was swimming. Somehow the other three are having a good position with them. Wrongmei Esports is very, very closer to them, and now it's 14 teams and 48 total players lobby. Very soon, there will be a time where we are going to witness a lot of situation, a lot of sandwich situation, a lot of fighting situation. Volume 0 in front of Venom Esports, and Volume 0, they are fully prepared to eliminate Venom Esports out of the game.
Indeed, Venom Esports Drew Watt is going to be the one to snipe out, give them intel of whoever that is naughty, and the other guy that is out there they're gonna need a lot of information if they want to go for the fight, as I think they're a bit outnumbered in terms of players, but of course they can't stay too long outside of the zone. As you can see, there is a matter of seconds where the stage 2 circle is gonna be gone. But other than that, a few teams are still outside, not really going towards anybody. But look, oh my goodness, people clumping together in one space without actually eliminating is actually a new thing for me, Captain.
Yeah, that's very useful here. And right now, we are going to witness the third shift as well. And we can see that all the teams are basically prioritizing the central positions. And that's why
Yeah.
there is a chaotic situation there. There is a full chaos. We can see different colors, which means there are a lot of teams. There is Rising Underdogs. There is Red
Oh,
Flame Esports. There is El Matador. There is TBW Gaming as well. And we can see El Matador and TBW Gaming. They are very, very closer to each other. TBW is still inside this area. And the circle is favoring the southwestern island, the Ruins Island. And TBW Gaming is definitely going to have a good advantage of the particular shift.
yeah, this ship. But the ship is more of a stagnant ship, as the better fortification, you are inside the crew, you are inside the deck of where the cannons usually poke out, so nobody knows that. I mean, they might know that you're inside the ship, but you're not giving away a position where they could snipe you down because you have the safety of the walls. But as of now, Team 12, that is DESYNX, which I think they got the chicken dinner in the first very match, but they're still looking healthy as well. Not enough elimination yet. They're still going for the 0 eliminations. But if they can get that chicken dinner, this might as well secure them 20 points.
Yeah, basically, and all the teams are just right now, they are just focusing to qualify. And to qualify, I think a single chicken dinner with 10 finishes, that's enough. You just have to
Yeah.
go for 25 points in 4 matches, and then very easily you are going to
Oh,
qualify. DESYNX, Rowdy is going to have some good connections. We saw Tashi with a single frag. Rowdy will confirm another frag, which will go in favor of Zoom. And right now, 3 players from the side of DESYNX, they will be surviving. RONGMEI Esports is very, very closer to them.
oh,
He was healing himself, unknown of the fact that a player has spotted him earlier. He will be
yeah.
taken down. Venom Esports will be moving further. A single player from their side, Seal Fox, moving towards Volume 0. A single player from the side of Volume 0 against a single player from the side of Venom Esports. And that's 2 solo players fight. Seal Fox, he went for a grenade, but he will use the vehicle and move further. Maybe there are some responsibility. There are some chances that this player is gonna go for the revival, but I don't think that revival is even possible here. D6 Esports, yep, 3 players are with them, and they are having total 3 finishes as well. 13 teams and 41 total players are present in the particular lobby. Wrongmei, Rising Underdogs, Red Flame Esports, RTF Esports, Pudum Warriors, 4 Alpha Esports, Franky, Naga Boys, DESYNX Esports, El Matador, Lawless Bandits, TSN, TBW, K9 Reborn, Venom, and Volume 0. Each and every team is definitely giving up all their efforts, but somehow, if there is someone who is winning the fight, then there is someone who is losing it as well. And
Indeed.
definitely, a lot of teams are facing very difficult situation, very problematic situations. On the other hand, a grenade towards Biladen from the side of 4 Alpha Esports, and yep, Biladen is
Oh.
eliminated from the game.
Yep, Bin Laden kind of give me flashbacks on that name, but as for now, we'll keep that aside as we
Okay.
are seeing that Naga Boys are still onto the fray as they have 3 eliminations, but unfortunately, Bin Laden was the fragger. They lost their fragger with 3 eliminations, but for now, it's up to the team to carry on his legacy to getting more frags, hopefully. But as you see, 4 Alpha Esports are also in quite a pickle as Naga Boys, they have the higher ground where they can look down and just take easy kills, but Naga Boys won't let them go away as soon as possible. But it's going to be Senti once again going for the Sentinel play as he is on top of these, very elevated areas.
Yeah, he's having a very good position. On the other hand, we can see Naga Boys official. Yep, they are moving further, and they are at a very good position because in the mini map as well, we can see that there is no other team present in front of them. Yep, there was 4 Alpha Esports, but they were having a very good distance from them. So 4 Naga Boys, they are very good at they're very good with their predictions and with their rotations right now. On the other hand, it's RTF Esports with 3 players alive. Physium is holding his position. Ripper is also in the game, and IGL definitely he's leading his team. The circle is basically favoring the southern part of the particular map. The circle with that southern shift. Now it brings up ruins out of the lobby, out of the circle basically.
Yes.
And Nakam, that's also out of the circle. Sahami is also out of the circle. Painan is also out of the circle. The circle is favoring a very open area, very random area. And now at the center, we can see only a single team who is holding and who is at the center of the circle, and that will be none other than RTF Esports. But that central position somehow brings you up at center of attraction. You become the center of
Yes.
attraction, and if you are becoming the center of attraction, definitely all the teams are gonna attack at you, and in those situations it's very difficult to defend yourself. For Alpha Esports, Bihar Dada, the solo player trying to defend their players, the solo player trying to save himself, and he will be saving himself. Bihar Dada with that final frag, and now he is the savior for his team because 2 of them were knocked out on their knees. But with that frag, Bihar Dada will go for the revival. He will revive both the players, and they are once again back with their 3 players alive.
Yeah, speaking of Bihar Dada there, Dada actually took care and just get back anybody. But for now, it seems like Rising Underdogs once again are going for the knock. But just on the other side, the VG team, Team 18 here, that is going to be REDFLAME Esports. They get knocked. But for now, it seems like Edit here is going to go for an edit montage of a grenade there. But that was kind of anticlimactic because that just flew past Bihar Dada. But I think Bihar Dada would be the Dada to carry the game for the little small ones.
Yeah, basically, Dada means the leader, and he is leading his team right now. Naughty. On the other hand, we can see Volume 0. They are also moving further, and Team Rising Underdogs, once again, they are impressing me because with their gameplay, they have already impressed me, and they had a winner chicken in the earlier match, in the last match as well. They're having total 2 finishes, moving further with a good higher ground, and they are rotating. They are giving their rotation towards the northern area, which means they are definitely having a good back support for them. On the other hand, that's K9 Reborn on our screen, where Daipai is alone, and his 2 players, the rest of the 2 players, are at a good higher ground, who are definitely gonna give some cover fire to this guy. Ryuga IGL from the side of Rising Underdogs. Basically, they want to enter the circle, but on the other hand, Team LLB once again, they are in the game, but one by one, 2 players will be taken down. What a defense! What a defense from the side of RTF Esports, and that crossfire was amazing. The players went for a crossfire, and that was kind of a bait situation where those players found themselves, and right now RTF defended themselves and won that particular fight.
Yeah, that baiting session was so perfect that LLB had to take a step back and back to the lobby. But for now, as long as Bihar Dada is still in the game, then I am happy. But for now, it's going to be for esports just around the corner here. We have Naga Boys still up there, snaking their way through, holding that close proximity of the zone is a very good thing to do, because the zone is something blue, and something blue is not really visible to the eyes. But oh no, there comes that fragging session coming on as DESYNX, they take out a few more people on the side of 4 Alpha Esports, as they are down to two of their fraggers getting 6 kills in totals, but it's only left with another 2 that are on the 1-1 each. But Coffin is knocked as well, so Naga boys, it seems like, are gonna get rest, or what are they gonna do? What do you think, Captain?
They are gonna hold their position right now. Let's see. Naga boys will be moving very soon towards them. But on the other hand, Team DESYNX, what a spray, bro. From the other end, RTF, that final player will be taken down. And right now we can see one more team getting out of the lobby. 4 Alpha Esports with their 2 players alive. Let's see how they're gonna play. On the other hand, that's Team K9 REBORN once again. They are in the game, and I have told you earlier that they are a good team, and definitely there will be a situation where they will make their game, make their own path, and they will have a very good winner chicken dinner. But right now, Gum OP, he will be the solo one to survive. He was the solo head going for the revival. He will revive his teammates. Naga boys, Yanthan will be moving further. They are having a very good higher ground, but this is kind of a very critical situation because they are at a higher ground, but they are not inside the circle. They have to move inside the circle, and if they are gonna move a step further or forward, definitely they will be spotted, because this is a moment where 10 meters is also kind of a 100 meters to you.
Yeah.
Because it's stage 7, and taking a step also feels a lot. Right now, Teshi, he will be holding his position for Alpha Esports with that higher ground, can definitely have that connection and eliminate that player. But for Alpha Esports, total 10 finishes with them. They are having total 10 finishes with them, and moving further. Top 5 teams are here. K9 Infernos, he will be taken down. Okay, he is eliminated as well. Hi-Fi along with Gum OP. There are 2 players. On the other hand, okay, that was a nice reflex, but
Nice.
yep, Naga boys, they will be
no!
eliminated from the game. But K9 Reborn, they are eliminated as well. One more team, because of the blue zone, they will get out of the lobby. 4 Alpha Esports having a good manpower advantage. On the other hand, we can see Team DESYNX Esports
This
and
is
a
it.
single player, Teshi. Somehow he will move inside the zone,
Okay.
but not having any first aid with him. And this is a situation where if you are compromising your position, definitely
Nice.
it will be a very different situation. Okay, he got a frag. It's a 1v1. DESYNX versus 4 Alpha Esports. Boggy, the solo player from the side of 4 Alpha Esports, and DESYNX ki taraf se Teshi will be the final player. What was that? He made some connection. He is trying to go for that spray. If Teshu would have some first aids, definitely this fight would be in favor of this player. This fight would be in favor of DESYNX Esports. He's continuously changing his position, but Bog is still, that player is
here's the vision.
beside that tree, and yes, he tried to go for that. He got some more connections. Teshi, with that booster, he is just healing himself with that bandages as well.
The zone though.
Far away from the circle, he has to move further. The reflexes should be very proper. And yes, it is proper. Teshi with a great clutch. And somehow Team DESYNX Esports makes the way towards the winner chicken dinner. DESYNX Esports in the very third game, finally with a comeback, and they had that winner chicken dinner with the help of the single player Teshi. And what a player, what a play, what a game, and what a match.
Indeed, despite all the odds, the fact that the zone was pushing you and sucking your HP down while you are on prone, coming back, they don't see you. Instead, you came back with a chicken dinner, and not only one chicken dinner, DESYNX Esports, they got 2, which means they are most likely, I think, qualified most likely to semifinals at this point, because getting those chickens is going to be so amazing.
Yeah, see, the first match. In the first match, that was TSN Esports who got that winner chicken dinner. In the very second match, we saw, in the last match, we saw Rising Underdogs getting winner chicken dinner. And now in the third match, that's DESYNX Esports getting winner chicken dinner. 3 matches, 3 new names, and now I am just waiting for the last match. Is there will be a new name in the last match, or there is going to be, that match is going to be in the favor of someone else? Let's see. We will go with the last match, but for now, 3 matches are done, Bolty. one single match is left, and that's once again in the map of Erangel, a basic yet the
Yep.
toughest map. Right now, we will go for a short break, and after the short break, we will be right back with the last match of quarterfinals very soon.
curtains unfold once again to this very stage in the Hornbill Esports Championship Season 2, where once again the casters are also well equipped to cast this final match. That's going to be game number 4, the deciding factor of all the teams, if they're going to be making it to the semifinals, or are they going to be, getting the down treatment where they're going to be knocked off the stage. But only time will tell, and only their gameplay will tell. And back again, the
Yeah.
casting desk, we have Captain Jack Sparrow once again. That's going to be riding and sailing through this very adventure.
Yeah, I'm very much excited as well. And this is the last match. And in the last match, often we always see that the players used to dominate. Moreover, the player usually go for an aggressive stance. Let's see how the players will move, because the teams who were very good in the early 3 matches, definitely they are going to play aggressive. They are going to make pressure on other teams as well. And the teams who are not so good, they have to go for a aggressive match, because they have to go for some good points, and if you want more points, you have to go for more finishes. So let's see. Right now on our screen, it's fly path. Basically, it's a diagonal fly path starting from the northeastern area towards the southwestern area, and the fly path the journey starts from the Kamishki region and ends towards the Primorsk one. Yasnaya, in the first match as well, we saw Bolti. There were 2 teams having their fight. And once again, we are seeing, but no, this time there is only a single team, which means a single team, one team from that area, from Yasnaya Polyana, who were eliminated. Now they have learned that we do not have to go to Yasnaya. And right now they are gliding towards any other area. They are moving towards Lipovka, and towards that Lipovka region, we are going to see another fight right now. 2 teams are having a drop clash on a very open area
Yeah.
towards the Lipovka, and one of them will be TBW Gaming for sure.
Yep, TBW have proven themselves that they can survive in very harsh condition, especially on an epicenter where there is a bunch of teams that are gonna
Yep.
shaken up your ranks. But here we are. We are back at Volume 0, actually going for the Severny drop. As you can see, going for the UAZ straight away to go ahead, go enter the city, get the loot, get out of there, and hopefully find a position where you can camp in for the rest of the next stage circle that's gonna pass by.
Yeah, they are moving further right now. TBW, luckily, they were not indulged in that drop clash, and they made a move. They started their rotation, and now they are inside the Lipovka area. Very soon, they will be going for their loot. And about the circle, if we talk about the circle is basically not favoring the Lipovka area. The circle is towards the western side of the map, and the teams also have to move towards the western side as soon as possible. 64 players are here, and I just want to see the teams fighting and fighting and fighting, because this is the last match, this is the last hope, and this is the last chance for all of you guys. If you want to qualify for the semi-finale, you have to give it up all your efforts in the particular match. If you want to qualify for the next round, you have to give your best, and not only best, you have to give your 100, you have to give your 200% in the particular match.
Yeah, indeed. 100%. Let's go over the limits and let's get
Yeah.
that double 200 to make sure you get chicken dinner for yourself. Instead of 100%, we're going 200 to make sure that you have each and every overkill session of percentage back to your chances. But right now, we are seeing Naga Boys once again. They are outside of mansion, looting these mansions for now. But in terms of loot-wise, I don't think mansion is like the best place to loot. But of course, tournament lobby would have the loot spiked up to a place where team are gonna go for some areas where they can get full loot. But for now, they're going for the UAZ rotation where Senti was actually outside. He's gonna go regroup with his teammates.
Yeah, they are just moving further right now. 63 players are still surviving in the particular match, and we can see team number 20 moving further. Let's see how the game goes. All the teams are just focusing on their loot, but the FAO, I think he is AFK. Very soon he will be back again in the game. There
Yeah.
are some net issues with him, definitely. He'll be back again, and definitely his team, RONGMEI Esports, will be moving further. Naga Boys, official. In the first match, before the first match, I I told you that they are a good team and they always try to play good. The last match was kind of average, but before that, they didn't go that well. And I think
Yeah.
it's very difficult for them to qualify for the semi-finale if
Hmm.
this match is not that good. So definitely they have to give all their efforts and they have to go for a top 5. And if they get a chicken dinner, that's the best thing. 63 players are moving for the Volti, and now we are again going to see a passive approach. I was thinking that in the last match the players will go in an aggressive manner, but no, that's not the case. Everyone is still focusing on the passive approach.
Yeah. Everybody have their own strategies that they've been, hiding it up their sleeves. It's only a matter of time that this game number 4 they have to pull up the best strategy they can come up with if they want to get that chicken dinner. But for now, passive will be the strategy of all the teams. Not even a single team eliminated yet. So the stage 1 circle did actually prove itself to be that stage 1 indeed. But for now, it seems like rising underdogs are the underdogs that have been rising from the previous matches. As we see, they were securing quite well, especially always on the top 10 leaderboards. But for now, it's only coming to a fact that they have this, compound to themselves. Nobody is going to be rotating unless the stage 2 circle hits, or maybe the stage 4, etc., etc. But for Alpha, Bin Laden, once again, quite a name, but we're all up for it.
Yeah, they are moving for the 4 Alpha Esports. Biladane. I I heard I also have heard his name, and yep, I also don't want to go back. Like you just tried to go and you just tried to remember that guy, but that
Yep.
was a bad guy, very bad guy. Let's go.
Yes.
Right now we can see 63 players in the particular match. Kanan holding his position, Red Flame Esports having a good higher ground, but Kanan is a solo player holding this situation, holding at this position right now, and that's why he needs his team. We can see Python moving further towards him. Python, he is coming up, and if the team reunites, and I think they are making a full synergy. They are trying to make a good strategy around the
Yeah.
team, because we can see TBW gaming, and in Hindi we call it a Chakriview. So they are
Oh.
trying to make that Chakriview against the players. But
Oh.
TBW gaming, they are moving, and I think they will be safe. But the vehicle is smoking, and if your vehicle is smoking, that's the last warning for you, that please move out of the vehicle, otherwise that can be very dangerous for you. But still they are having the risk, and we always say if you are going to have that risk, then only you are going to have that reward. So risk is equal to reward, and they are trying to go for the reward.
Yep. The reward will be seeked for now, but the only team that can get the kills and get the chicken dinner will reap what they sow. But we have seen Frankie on top of those mountains, trying to traverse, even Sasuke as well, traversing to the mountains. But there is TBW, was it? Yes, TBW having one guy knocked out. Oh! From
Whoa.
a distance there. Seems like TBW are going to be suffering heavy losses as they lost Sneaky. At the same time, the other guy is down, and there we go. Another down the drain. Only 2 left. They're looking for an escape route now so that no more pursuer is going to continue to stop their tracks.
Yeah, they are moving further. 2 players are already eliminated, and losing those 2 players, definitely they are going to feel a lot of pressure with them. The Masa boy and boy. Okay. I don't know how to pronunciate that player's name, but yes, Boy
Yeah.
and Demasa Boy, both the
Yep.
players are moving further. When Esports, on the other hand, they have started their battle, having a great knock against their opponents. 4 Alpha Esports Biladen still having the loot, Seal Fox holding his position, and in front of them, that will be El Matador, a player from the side of El Matador, already eliminated. And now lower, they are lower numbered, and they are having
Oh!
a manpower's disadvantage. One more player will be taken down from the side of Floyo. Floyo, a great connection from his side. Puvali will be the solo player at this position. He's having another player, but that player is very far away from this guy. Let's see, Puvali. He has to step up. He has to go for a clutch. Let's see. Having a DB, yes,
Oh!
having a shotgun with him. And this shotgun, this is a time where everyone tries to go for a shotgun. Okay, he made a connection. He had a knock. He's trying to go for another. Let's see. Can he
Oh,
be the
Sinner,
game
Sinner.
changer?
Never
But
mind.
no, he will be stopped. And now he's down as well. Fine shit.
Fine
The
shit.
solo player moving further for his team. Is he able to make his team win? Let's see. That's the question. Is he able to go for at least a frag? That's the question. Right now, he's trying his best. Fine shit, but
Oh,
no!
what?
Panic with that amazing spray. Didn't even given him the chance. And right now, he's eliminated as well. Venom Esports, yep, they won the particular fight, and at 16th position, the first team getting out of the lobby will be El Matador. The circle is favoring the southeastern areas, and till now we cannot say whether it's going to be in the main island or the southern island.
Yeah, we don't know where is the circle gonna be leading down, but what do we know is that the Venom Esports here, they have 4 eliminations, which mean 4 points for themselves. I
Yep.
feel like they're gonna be searching for more as they are fixing their cars for now, as the other car is very well beat up. But finally, we're getting a view of the school. Where's PW? That is team number 16. Oh, ooh, still some peaks fighting against rising underdogs. But of course, the mountains are a very scary one, and especially in Erangel, the very first map ever released in this wonderful game known as BGMI. And of course, as well, this is where all the clutches started as well. So everybody is gonna know that each and individual details that even the walls are gonna have. So it's gonna be very easy for rising underdogs to know where they're gonna be peeking to get that headshots easily.
Yup, he's trying his best to get some connections towards his head, on his head. 15 teams are here and 56 players will be surviving. DESYNX Esports moving further. And in the last match, what a play we saw from the side of Teshe. That solo player, this solo player went for a 1v2 clutch, and he made that winner chicken dinner look so easy, but
Yeah.
that was not so easy. And
Yep.
what a play. He managed himself. And first of all, I would like to tell that the player was having a very pressurized situation because he was at a very low HP, but still he saw a
Yeah.
player. He tried to go for him. He went for a spray. He knocked him. He had that connection. He eliminated that player out. And now when he knows that he is a solo player and in front of him that's a solo
Oh.
player again, at that situation, lot of players panic, and lot of players try to just go further, just go for that frag. But that player, Teshi, was not doing that, and that's why he won that particular battle. He changed his
Yeah.
position. He went for a upper ground, and with that upper ground and with a good reflex, he made that frag, he made that end, and he got that winner chicken dinner. On the other hand,
Yeah.
right now in school apartments, we will be seeing rising underdogs in front of PW. A player from the side of PW, Zoro, he will be taken down. On the other hand, we can see IGL will be knocked out as well. Both the teams are having a single player knocked out, but now RU, Ghosi is also down. He will be eliminated as well, which means rising
Yep.
underdogs, now they are at a more pressurized situation, and 2 players from their side will be in pressure. A player will be eliminated as well. Team RU, okay, not just 2, there are 3 who are out of the lobby. A single player will be surviving from the side of rising underdogs, and that will be Jeans. But I think they have done their part, and I think they will be qualifying for the semis, Volti.
Yeah, very high likely from the way they've been performing throughout these 4 games that we have. But Rising Underdogs, new jeans, gonna flex his new jeans, but apparently he's unclothed for some reason, so no new jeans. But here we are, Team 16. They have made the clutch inside of this apartment building, which I think these players know this apartment area throughout the fact that they could win the clutch as well against certain teams, but it's going to be Rising Dogs going for the rush there, losing the team members, but it's only up to one guy. But in terms of this, in terms of one guy, you have that certain human adrenaline rush
Yeah.
where it kind of calms you down to not panic. But if you have enough adrenaline, you can pull out the clutch like Teshi made in that previous game, like Captain said it. So that is how you sustain that particular mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for translating my whole scenario, because you also understand that I am right now, I wasn't able to translate that or overcome that well. But right now, 15 teams, 53 players are here. I can see TSN Esports, who started their journey with a winner chicken dinner, and that was the map of Erangel as well. Once again, we are heading towards the Erangel's map. Once again, that's the same map where they had their winner chicken dinner. Let's see, are the results also gonna be same or not? TBW Gaming, two players are out of the lobby. They are having a single finish. On the other hand, New Jeans is also out of the lobby, which means Team Rising Underdogs out of the game, out of the lobby at 15th position. Now 14 teams are here. 52 total players will be surviving. Atox will be holding his position. RONGMEI Esports, they are also down to 2. So we have seen that in the particular match, in this match, somehow a lot of teams are now facing manpower's disadvantage. A lot of teams are there with low manpower, and that low manpower will definitely put you in a very different situation, or very difficult situations for sure.
Yeah. For likely onto that disadvantage, like what we usually see on most teams when they are low on numbers. But Rising Underdogs, on the other hand, they make the clutch, but not everybody's a Rising Underdog. So Naga boys here, they are having quite a time to get pressurized on all the sides. Even Coffin just get taken out instantly. 2 down to the side of Naga boys official. 2 are still left, Senti and Youngson, I think. So these guys are going to be snaking themselves out, but the fact that they dropped a smoke grenade will, you know, be the predicament of there are people still around in those little areas where they're going to be snaking around. So Volume Esports at the same time across team number, they're going to be just looking at the fields to, you know, get that last finish.
Yep, the players will be holding their position because this is the moment before the disaster. Very soon we are going to see the disaster. We are going to see the tornado, a flow.
Twin Tower.
Yeah, where a lot of players, a lot of teams are going to be in sandwich situation, in chaotic situation, one after another. A lot of teams will be heading towards a lot of fights. 14 teams are here, and total 50 players will be still surviving. Naga boys down to 2. We have seen Naga boys down to 2. We have seen RONGMEI Esports, they are also down to 2. So there are a lot of Team Franky, they have also lost some players, I guess. So a lot of teams are here where we can see some low numbers, but right now that was the moment. And let's go. We can see a hard shift towards that southwestern areas, Potato Hills, that's out of the circle. And basically the circle is favoring the area below the Potato Hills. So now the teams has to move for the DESYNX Esports. Yep, in the last match they played well. Okay, they have initiated the fight. They have a first knock. Biladen will be taken down for Alpha Esports. Now they are holding their position right now. They are holding squad house, and basically we always say that the squad house is the best area where you can defend yourself. But let's see. Are they gonna defend themselves? Are they able to defend themselves? 4 Alpha Esports versus DESYNX Esports. Nico, okay, that Molotov will take that player down again. Bihar Dada will be knocked out with that molly. Biladen will be eliminated, and yes, with that molly picks up another guy. 1 by 1, 2 players are out of the lobby, and now just 2 are surviving. Nico and Boggy. Boggy's position is also spotted, and a player is also targeting this guy. Let's see. Okay, very easily he will be knocked out, and the whole team, 4 Alpha Esports, within the fraction of seconds, they will be getting out of the lobby at 14th position.
Yeah. Is it a peak? That was like a jump scare, and instantly you go down. Something that I wouldn't want to see. You know, it's like playing a horror game. The fact that people are just gonna be picking you and killing you instantly. I still get those. Still get those jump scare whenever I get surprised out of nowhere playing this game, because the guns are really loud. But anyways, we are seeing PW making for a rotation outside the outskirts of the zone here. If they can get a very nice position, it'll be a very easy and, you know, smooth sailing for them across the ocean towards the chicken dinner. But their destination is not quite met yet. Until they do make this noise of using a Dacia, which are going to make the other camping teams a bit more vigilant. So they are playing a high risk, high reward.
Yeah, they are trying their best for that. PW, they are having total 5 finishes with them. Moving further, Team LLB, they are also holding their position. And let's see if we talk about Volume 0. So yeah, they are also holding their position. All the players are alive. RONGMEI, they are targeting RONGMEI Esports. TSN
Yep.
Ashank is also out of the lobby, and I guess TSN Esports, they are also at a very critical situation for now. In the first match, they had started their journey with a winner, chicken dinner, but after that, no, not a single match went in favor of them, and now they are struggling. On the other hand, Team Volume Zero having a good cover. They are holding their position, but the circle is basically not favoring them, so they have to change their position. They have to change the compound and move toward the circle as soon as possible. K9 Infernos are out of the zone because of the zone. Team K9 Reborn, they went for a late rotation, and that late rotation is basically hampering their gameplay. One by one, their players are getting knocked out.
Oh.
And okay, RONGMEI, will he spot that player? Gum OP moving further. Gum OP is going for the revival. Let's go. One player is basically out. And
Oh.
Team K9 Reborn, okay, they are also out of the lobby. And at 13th, they will get eliminated. Volume 0 is still holding their position, and now it's time for the fourth stage, and it's basically the second half of the game where all the scenarios and all the tables are gonna turn.
Indeed, this scenario is getting dire for some teams that are not, rotating properly, where they stay too long to get the thirst happening. But it's gonna be DESYNX once again. They are in this compound where I think a lot of pro players met their very demise in that little small hut, if you can get the recall on the pro players.
Yeah.
But anyways, we are seeing TF going for the spray just around the corner as Volume Zeros are taking the fight towards this.
Whoa, TSN. That was the solo player, but with that grenade, he will get out of the lobby. Laze is the solo one to survive. One more grenade and one more elimination we can see. Volume 0 moving up, and I think that's very easy for Volume 0 to eliminate that player down, and yep, they will do that. Naughty will get that frag. TSN Esports, one more bad game, which means out of 4, they are having just a winner-winner chicken dinner, single winner-winner chicken dinner, and 3 bad matches. Now we have to see the overall standing for their qualification. 9 teams are here, total 24 players will be surviving in the particular lobby. Volume 0 will be moving towards the circle with all their players alive. LLB, they are also having all their players alive. On the other hand, RONGMEI Esports with a single player attacks, and he is getting some connection. He's receiving some connection from the side of Volume 0. And Volume 0, basically this team is just unstoppable right now. Kunpong will be taken down from the side of Atox, but instantly, okay, Atox, he got his frag. He confirmed his frag. He eliminated a player from the side of Volume 0. But now Volume 0 is not gonna leave that player. Not gonna ignore that player. They will definitely have that revenge and eliminate that player. Right now, on the other hand, we can see LLB, all their players alive. They're having some covers of the compounds, and yep, Atox finally is out of the lobby. One more team, RONGMEI, they are out of the lobby at 8th position. 7 teams are here, Bolty, and total 21 players will be surviving, which means on an average, each and every team is having 3 players with them.
Indeed, aye, Captain. And we see VNOM Esports once again, not quite there anymore, but LLB, of course. Look at Hawk, still maintaining the position inside that very small building. They do have some movables around, vehicles around, which are going to be used as a debris or maybe a cover, where once they explode it, that is going to be a very, very invulnerable object, which they can use as a cover. And right now we are saying K9 Reborn, for some reason I thought they were eliminated, but one guy still remains. Same with DESYNX Esports, which is still remaining with his ghillie suit. He might have the advantage of nature on his side with that greenery that he's kind of wearing right now. But we're seeing ASM being used to take out the final member of VZ. Was that it?
Yeah, that player is definitely out of the lobby, but K9 Reborn, a single player, is still surviving. Which moving further, getting a knock, getting another one. Which one by one, he's getting that player's no. Player's no, but finally he will be ran over from the side of Naughty. Naughty is also basically a single player from the side of Volume 0. There are a lot of teams with the solo survivors, and they are being eliminated. The teams having manpower are gonna have that winner chicken, and LLB is one of them. LLB is having a good manpower, Bolty, and definitely
Indeed.
I think Team LLB is having a good chance to have a winner chicken and a Naughty. That one grenade from the side of Arsenal will get that player out of the lobby. Volume 0 out at 5th position. 4 teams, 11 players in the particular lobby. Team Franky, they are also trying their best. And I have seen this team struggling. I have seen this team preparing themselves for fights and having a good fight, but still they couldn't have any winner chicken dinner. But for qualification, it's not important that you should have any winner chicken dinner. If you are consistent in all 4 matches, you are definitely going to qualify for the semi-finale.
Indeed, indeed. I'm very impressed the fact that one guy took the fairly new gun that is an ASM to this very last circle without actually getting eliminated. Maybe he's making use of that burst thing that they can use to get like 3 headshots and, you know, ultimately a knock. But I'm very happy seeing this gun. Another one! Look at that, Captain! That is going to be coming for the side of TF.
Yup, they are moving for the Team TF. FRANKY still with their 3 players alive. On the other hand, we can see PUDUM Warriors.
Oh.
They are also trying to go for their best. We can see LAWLESS Bandits, which means LLB, but Hanma, he was trying to go for some grenades, but at the end he will be spotted and eliminated as well. Cloudy, he's out of the circle, and I think now he has to go for the heal battle. He can't be able to enter the circle because as soon as he moves further, he will be eliminated very soon. BNet holding his position. Okay, Speed OP will be taken down. Cloud is also down. On the other hand, we will be seeing a single player from the side of FRANKY. Black Rose, a single player. Okay, not the single player, but Black Rose is having his teammates cover for sure, which is Zoro. Team PW. They made a mark on the proper lobby, in the particular lobby, but still they are not able to have that winner chicken dinner. 2 players from the side of LLB, 2 players from the side of Team PW, and a single player from the side of Team FRANKY. Let's see. 2v3v1. Actually, 3 players are there from the side of PW, but okay.
Make it 2 now.
It will be, it will be 2 again. Black Rose will be knocked out. Itachi will get that frag instantly. 2v2v1. It's a 2v2v1. One Molotov from the side of Hawk will make that connection, will make that player go on his knees. Vanchu will be the solo one to survive from the side of PW. And now a single player. That's a single player from the side of Team LLB. Let's see. Are they gonna win this particular match? Because in this match, they are having a good manpower and definitely they have the best chance to have that.
Itachi proving himself that an SMG is superior instead of an M4. He's making the Bison work, which is very nice to see. He do have his offside as the S12K, which he can use for the close quarters. But now he's running low on the ammunition. He's going to take that last member down, make it out. That is going to be 7 frags. But unfortunately, the other side would say otherwise. And that is how they end with the final chicken dinner.
And finally, the course of LLB is definitely gonna favor that players a lot, and Team LLB getting their winner chicken in the very last match. And because of the very last match, they are definitely gonna qualify. But that player Itachi with 7 solo finishes, that blown my mind. What a game, what a player. He was having a good position. He was having a very unknown position from if we see from the POV of PW. So PW was unaware of that player. PW was totally focusing on LLB, and that player was out of syllabus. We always say that some player are out of syllabus, or this was out of syllabus. So I think in case of PW, Itachi was out of syllabus, and that player made that team out of the lobby.
Yeah, they didn't quite prepare the lesson that was out of the syllabus. That was Itachi, especially, and that too, it was a hard lesson. The fact that he had 7 frags. I kind of, he's sitting down on the 7 frags, but unfortunate, the other side, you know, sees that opportunity to stay inside the smoke, safe enough for Itachi to wipe the other team. And then what's next? Use the broom, sweep the mess. And that is how we end that game number 4 here with a chicken dinner to the side of LLB. And like you said, every team has a different chicken dinner in this scenario. Don't you think, Captain?
Yeah, we have seen Team TSN Esports in the first match. And in the second match, that was Rising Underdogs. In the third match, that was DESYNX Esports, and now Team LLB. 4 matches, 4 new names, and definitely these 4 are going in the semi-finale for sure. But that was it, guys. All the 4 matches of quarterfinals round 4, which means group 4, day 4. That's it. And now it's time for us to sign off. So yes, Jack Sparrow and Bolty signing off. We'll see you very soon in the semi finale.